Well, welcome to your Weld County School District 6 School Board meeting. It's Monday, October 13th. This meeting will now come to order. Will you please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, Ms. Berea.
Mr. DeWitt?
Present.
Mr. Hafley?
Present.
Mr. Hall?
Present.
Mr. Lydiak?
Present.
Dr. Richard?
Present.
Mr. Richardson?
Present.
Mrs. Solis?
Present.
7 members are present.
Thank you. The item on the agenda right now is Board of Education President announcements, and I have a string of thank yous to offer real quickly and then a comment. One of the thank yous is going out to Noble Energy, whose grant money may be assisting with the purchase of 2 buses for the district based on how the vote goes this evening. And we'd certainly like to thank Noble Energy and the other supporters of the district for helping us with our fleet and other things. In that same category, the Success Foundation threw out a marvelous bike adventure. Those of you who were able to live through that experience know that it was an astonishing event. It raised attention and it raised money for the school district, and I'd like to thank our Success Foundation for their ongoing efforts to sustain us. I want to thank in advance everybody who is supportive of the Global Refugee Center's fundraiser, which will happen on November 1st. So there'll probably be another announcement from this chair about that before that event. It's called A Journey to Hope. It's an effort to sustain their programs in the Greeley area through participation in an extravaganza and dinner. So we want to thank everyone in advance for participating in the Global Refugee Center's support. One other item that I would like to offer is that we certainly are grateful to have all the visitors both in the room and for those that are observing this meeting in another section of the building. I just want to encourage everyone to enjoy the democratic opportunity to express yourselves. That's why this flag's here. On the other side, we do expect to be able to accomplish our tasks this evening, and we will we'll hold each other accountable as we would in anyone's classroom. I guess that's my pinky swear pledge. And I'll ask for the same from you. You do know that Mr. Lydiak is beaming in from outer space, from Poland, and Mr. Lydiak will be tapping his microphone to be able to kind of get a word in edgewise this evening, because otherwise we will not be able to know when he has something to say. So if you hear a strange tapping, remind me that we need to invite him back in. The next item is the hearing of persons desiring to speak before the Board of Education. And I have a number of individuals who have expressed an interest in being considered to present. We have a 15-minute maximum on this part of our work session this evening. And we're holding individuals to a 3-minute maximum. And so the first person that is listed here as being interested in speaking is Pat Otto, President of the Teachers Association.
Good evening. I'm Pat Otto, the President of GEA. I'm here on behalf of all the teachers in the district that I represent in the bargaining unit to ask and encourage you to send us back to the bargaining table to reach an agreeable settlement between us. We believe there is a settlement to be obtained that will keep all parties focused on what's really important, student achievement. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The next individual is Kelly Popper, please. Welcome, Kelly.
Hello, Board. I am Kelly Popper from Maplewood Elementary. I teach first grade, and I've been in the district for 10 years, and I would just like to speak tonight about staff morale. It is my understanding that the board does not see that there's a problem with staff morale right now, so as a 10-year district employee, I wanted to let you know that morale is low and that we are wanting to feel valued for all of the hard work that we do, and that our workload keeps increasing, and we would like to be rewarded for that. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Parker. The next speaker is Brenda Rangel from Northridge.
Good evening. Thank you. I'm Brenda Rangel. I teach at Northridge High School, and I teach mathematics, and I coordinate the STEM program. And I'm here to reiterate what a colleague of mine highlighted so well in the paper over the weekend, and that is R.J. Zeminski's comment that our salary schedule is put out by Human Resources on our website as one of the first things that teacher candidates see when they approach us as a district, as a potential employer. And I feel like we've had the practice of bait and switch. They come to us thinking those are the conditions under which they would seek a job here, and the steps indicate their advancement potentially, and it doesn't happen. And it doesn't happen repeatedly. And so I think we have a severe problem there in terms of retention, as was clearly noted with the 20% retention attrition rate. And so I have great concerns about that. And since I teach mathematics, it's particularly difficult for us to keep quality math teachers. In fact, Northridge lost 3 this year, and we are having a hard time attracting people and keeping them. I just spoke with a young student from Mines who will graduate in May, and she is a good candidate for coming to our district, but she said it's difficult when I see these difficulties between teachers and the school district, and I know that I will make a third to half of what I can make in the open market. So I beg you to consider those issues. Our kids need us. They need quality teachers, and you can make that happen. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Sherry Simons.
Good evening. My name is Sherry Simons. I'm the speech-language pathologist at Greeley West High School. I serve students with special needs in this district. I wanted to highlight the fact that my colleagues in the healthcare portion of the district are expensive. I get that, especially when you have to hire them as contract employees as opposed to directly. I get an average of 6 headhunter emails a week offering me jobs in other settings, in other school districts. It's very important to maintain continuity of care for our students. Our students are hard. I'm sporting a bite from a 14-year-old student that I got last week. But I was excited about it because he said a word he'd never said before right afterwards. Our kids are important, and to be able to understand them, you can't keep having turnover of their providers. Their providers need to know that they have a safe place to be and they can be counted on every year. And instead of having a new person having to learn how these children communicate, what their needs are. Please, I beg of you, for these students that have even greater needs than the average in this district, please support what you've promised. It's very important for our students. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Pat Nepper.
Hi, my name is Pat Nepper. I am a 20-year veteran teacher in this district. I teach family and consumer sciences at Greeley West High School. I also had a son graduate from this district. I will tell you that morale is extremely low. If he was still in this school, he wouldn't be in school at the high school level, he wouldn't be going to this district, because I see the teachers being beat down. In my 25 years of teaching, this is the most work I've ever done, to the point where it affects my quality of life. I run a business, a catering business, through my classroom and don't get compensated for that. There's not a Sunday I'm not at school if I'm in town, and you can't keep working us to this level and get quality education for the students. The students see the problem. We're asking you to. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Brea, on timeline, do we have a few minutes more? All right, thank you. I'm just trying to keep track of our 15 minutes.
I've been tracking, I think we have 6 more.
Oh, 6 more minutes? Okay, thank you. Carissa Koberstein?
We are all three, we teach first grade at A&K Hyman. I've been teaching there for 7 years, and I just wanted to inform you guys of what we all have to do just this week. So just testing wise, that's not even instructional or even small group instruction or anything. We have 4 AMC tests that we have to get accomplished and updated before report cards are due. We have to do PB8 tests on each kid, which at least take 5 minutes per child. And then we have to do report cards on top of that, plus enter all our data and do our progress monitoring for our benchmark kids for DIBELS. So that's all just this week, plus instruct and teach too. So thank you.
And thank you very much for your time. What I would like to...
Could you identify yourself? I'm sorry.
Yes, hello. My name is Jenna Rona. I also am a first grade teacher at A&K Hyman. And I am truly blessed to work in an environment with teachers that beyond a doubt put the need of their students at the forefront of everything they do. Now with that, there have been many times where I've gone home to my family, which includes 3 very young children, and spoken to them about how discouraged I am, because there's not enough time to do what I would like to do, to do as much as I feel is necessary to be the most effective teacher I can be. I spend, with that, every single weekend when I go to work, either Sundays or Saturdays, there are several vehicles in our school parking lot. There are several teachers that spend, without exaggerating, in full honesty, 3 to 4 hours there consistently every weekend. I can say there's not one teacher I know that is able to leave, to go to school at contract time and leave after contract time and not have to take work home or to not work many hours throughout the evening. As Chris has said, on top of all that we do, we have data to enter in multiple places, and we do have great support from our administration and from those within our building, but there's just so much it is not physically possible to get it done.
I'm Brittany Billieu, A&K Hyman first grade. I would like to touch on the fact that this is all based around student achievement, and you guys have the power to keep great educated teachers in place, and we want to make sure that the continuity of children's achievement is continued, and the only way that you're going to be able to do that is not create a revolving door of teachers coming in and out.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much for participating in this session of sharing those opinions and ideas and bringing this data to those of us at the board. The next item is the work session report. Ms. Brea?
Board of Education President Roger DeWitt began the work session with open comments from the board members regarding concerns and community comments. The BOE calendar and upcoming events were reviewed for board member participation. Mr. DeWitt led the discussion regarding planning for the October 27th work session, which will include a session with the Colorado Association of School Boards for the superintendent search process. Superintendent Wayne Eads led the discussion regarding the draft of the new strategic plan. Board members had time for suggestions and discussion. Director of Secondary School Leadership Amy Szyminski and Franklin Middle School Principal Chris Ingram gave a presentation on the turnaround progress at Franklin Middle School. Superintendent Wayne Eads discussed the process and timeline for the superintendent search. Board members had the opportunity for discussion regarding the unresolved negotiation issues, and that concluded the work session.
Thank you. The next item is an action item. It is the approval of the agenda, and I will entertain a motion at this time.
I move that the Board of Education of Weld County School District 6 approve items as presented on the consent agenda, authorize the officers to sign any and all contracts.
Excuse me, just the agenda item ahead of that.
Oh, I apologize. Can't read it.
I'll grab that one. I move that the Board of Education of Weld County School District 6 approve the agenda as presented.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Roll call, Ms. Brandt?
Mr. DeWitt?
Aye.
Mr. Hafley?
Aye.
Mr. Hall?
Aye.
Mr. Lydiak?
Aye.
Dr. Richard?
Aye.
Mr. Richardson?
Aye.
Mrs. Solis?
Aye.
And the motion carries 7-0.
Thank you.